Hello, everyone. Mark and I were just
Moaning.
how do you, whining to each other about the aging up process.
Yeah.
Uh,
Ugh.
but here we are, and
Yeah.
we're hanging out with our faves today here. Um,
Animal kids and their owners.
yep, and I'm seeing some new names, I think, here. So welcome, welcome. We love having you here.
Yep.
And reporting in bright, shiny ray. And Gina's driving. So don't type, Gina. We got you.
Yeah. You're fine. Yeah. Don't be doing no
Be
crazy.
safe out there.
She sent me an email saying I'm going to be late. Well, we're fine.
We're good. We're good to go. So and we're going to just start diving in. We already got some really good questions coming in already. So if you're just popping in, go ahead and pop your question in, and we'll start and try to get to it before the end of this time together. And hi, Alaska.
She's snoozing. There's the baby. There's my another baby.
Oh, there's the other babies.
Yeah. They're both right here. We're probably only going to go an hour. Well, we definitely are only going to go an hour today, guys, instead of an hour and a half.
We're going to be spending an hour together, and that might be the new normal for us to be with you for an hour. So we just are going to dive right in instead of doing all our shenanigans at the beginning. We're going to just dive into the questions with you. But I can say it's so good to see you all. I love it. Love that you're here. Okay.
Bright shiny ray. I gotta say, I like that better than riffraff. My little ray of bright shine.
Yeah, I love that.
She changed it. That's good.
And Mark's beautiful gloves, they have copper in them.
Yeah, copper gloves.
And now I'm gonna have to get myself some ones with copper in it too. So
They are nice because it's like compression. I just like the way it's tight on there. Even if it doesn't help, I still like them.
well, I'm interested to hear happy Labor Day to you too, Jane. Happy Labor Day to everyone. Yeah.
Labor Day. I don't really feel like laboring. I really was waiting for the mail, and of course, there's no mail today. Oh. Someone tried to steal my bank card
Oh no.
online. So then the bank jumped in and canceled it. And so then I'm waiting for a new bank card. And I still don't have it. And I was thinking it was going to come today, but no, there's no mail. So maybe tomorrow.
Right. The mail thing.
Maybe. Oh.
Um,
Then I have no cash because.
Bright Shiny Ray wants some of those too.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's going to give us an update next week.
Right. And I got these off the ever popular Temu. And they have lots to choose from. I just tried one, and the prices are
all different.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, Lady Lo-Fi. All right. So,
Book bewitched.
yeah, everybody's here today, popping in. All right. So, if you put a question in, we ask that you stick around, and because we don't want to sit here and go, Ness, are you here? Are you here? And then wait, and then you're not here any longer. So we understand life happens. We're only here for an hour, so we'd love for you to hang out with us for the whole hour, and enjoy the show. And but so if you put a question in, we do ask that you stay or let us know when you head out. So we're not sitting here going, "Are you still here?"
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Just say hidey ho when we get to your question. So we
Yes,
know
hidey ho when we get to your question.
A lot
And
of times.
I'm gonna read the lineup here. We have Ness here, we have Marianne, we have Ashley, we have Peggy, and we have Pamela so far. So if you heard your name. We're going to get to your question. So just make sure you hang out. Let us know. So I'm actually, Nessa's usually sticks around, but I haven't seen her say hello.
She might have come in early to drop in a question. Sometimes they do that. Oh, Cosmic Blue Avian has this inflamed tooth. My tooth's bothered me too. Since I started on antibiotics, all of a sudden my tooth started hurt. I'm going, oh, great. So I'm probably going to have something done to that. Not really.
All right. All right. So I don't see. So if I called out your name, please let me know you're here. Marianne, are you still here? And then Ashley. Oops. Peggy's here. Ness is here. Okay, good. Thank you for letting us know that you're here. Marianne, let us know if you're here. And so, because you are next in line. All right, Ness.
There's Peggy and there's Ashley.
Yeah, Peggy and Ashley, I see. Thank you. Pamela's here too. Yay.
Oh, I didn't
All right, so here we go. My dog, Putcher.
What's that?
Putcher. I like that's cute. On top of my
heart.
On top of my heart.
So I think she comes in because I read this before you got here. Yeah. She comes and lays on her chest, and then her breathing and her heartbeat kind of sync up with her.
Oh. She sighs and relaxes. What is this heartbeat breath language? Oh, well, it really does think in frequencies as well, is what I'm being shown here. And that shared back and forthness of a deeper, a higher. I like that you called it language because it is this higher, almost like telepathy that's going on here as well, and a real checking in here. So
she's just, hi Terrell, your way. Hi, Robert. She's just syncing up with you, really. It's like becoming one. It's like that, having that oneness kind of experience. The first card I pulled out is like solitude, time to restore. So, she's becoming one with you. She's syncing up with your energy. She's there for you, it's like, and she looks forward to that. So now she does it on purpose. It's like, okay, we sync up. Success, honor your gifts. So she just likes being there with you and feeling at one. It's like that oneness. I can imagine that a baby does that when the mom is holding it up against her chest.
Shared.
Yeah, or if you're laying down with it when it's sleeping, you kind of sync up with that that tenderness, that gentle, loving care. Like even this is making me think of all that they're telling me in my head. And it's just a good time because you settle down. There's this one-on-one. We're quiet. We're resting. We sync together. Then I would imagine she probably hangs out with you in your dreams some too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And along with that, there's healing being passed back and forth. This is a very healing time. So you're dealing with, you're bringing in that healing time, that you're being restored. Your energies, both of you, are being restored. She is offering you also that connection, and also helping with those levels of stress that you're seeing there. And the outcome is just grounded and solid. And you have that Empress, that real ebb and flow of solid energy is what you're getting. So that's very, very restorative for both of you.
Yeah, I really get all that too, that healing energy going back and forth as well. Mm-hmm. And they just sync up.
Yep.
It's because that's a part of their purpose, you know, and she's like your familiar, basically. And she sinks into your energy and also pass back healing back and forth, and your emotional bodies rebalance and all that kind of stuff. Really cool.
The King of Pentacles. She is a Taurus and I'm an Empress. So I'm so glad you were able to connect that because I'm Cancer. So that's one thing I don't know yet on these cards.
Yeah.
Is what represents what. So that's an extra layer there, Ness. That's cool. Very cool. All right. Blessings to you, Ness.
Yep.
What a blessing you both have each other. Mm-hmm. All right, Marianne's not answering yet. So if we see Marianne pop in, we'll come back to her question. So we're going to jump to Ashley. All right, Ashley. Hello and welcome. It's good to see you here. My dog Skippy has always been fearful or anxious. When I take her out for walks or car rides, is there some way to relieve her anxiety or fear? Thanks. She's so sensitive to energy. She's an empath, so super sensitive to energy. I would. They're showing me like bubble around her. So, like you would do, Ashley, if you have children that are empaths, and you kind of bubble them up before going out, so they're not experiencing at heightened levels all the energy around them. So you would do the same for Skippy. She's an empath. You also can talk to her. That telepathy piece is there as well. Go ahead, Mark.
Now I just wonder, what kind of dog is Skippy? My first thought was just like what Debbie was saying, except I literally saw putting a coat on her, like
one of those
little hug blankets or something. I'm just wondering.
Like are they called thunder?
Yeah, like that kind of a thing. Because I was thinking that, and then you said all that, and I was like, oh, exact same thing. Just I was getting a more
like a bubble.
Yeah,
with a thunder blanket.
Yeah, like a bubble wrap around her. I thought you were going to say bubble wrap around her because I was so.
See, yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah, she's a little poodle, Jack Russell.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought she was little. I don't know. I think she would like a thunder shirt because it's just like Debbie said. She's so energy just really can overwhelm her easily. She wants to go with you. So it's not that she likes going with you. It's more the other energy overwhelms her. You know, it's not you.
Yes, it's not you. It's definitely not the walk. She enjoys going. It's the other energies around her.
It's just overwhelmed. She feels overwhelmed.
She's not quite sure what to do with all that energy that she comes into. Yeah. So that's what, and the cards are kind of showing that there. She's just not quite sure what to do with when she's connecting into all those energies. She's not quite sure what to do with it.
Yeah, and sometimes that Two of Swords energy. Sometimes when we pull it, it makes me think of it's already decided, kind of. So it's almost like she can't help it. She automatically gets nervous. It's almost like learned too. I feel like she's been like that since she was little baby. Somehow.
I was going to ask when you got her because
something about when she was tiny, she kind of picked up on it.
But I'm also, she said she's afraid of other dogs and people because the energy is too big.
Yeah.
It's not really the actual, it's because we all run at a certain frequency. She's very sensitive to that. I'm
Yep.
telling you.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's just overwhelming to her.
Yes, before I even got her, she was nervous like that. Yeah, it was something about when she was a little baby too. Like there was she kind of almost came out scared or something. Well, not scared, but like what Debbie's talking, she's always been very sensitive,
Mm-hmm.
and she was kind of born that way. And it's
Mm-hmm.
always, that's also like what I was trying to get across with that Two of Swords. It's like it almost happens automatically. It's not even that she's deciding to be nervous or afraid.
Mm-hmm.
It's just sort of a energy that happens, and I feel like she's always had it. Um, you know, sometimes talking to her and telling her that she's safe and everything's okay. She's with mom. I'm watching over you. Nothing's going to get you. You know, that we're safe out here.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I think a little coat, if she'll let you put her a little sweater on or something, that might actually help some.
It might.
Yeah.
Along with doing that bubble up,
Yeah.
kind of intentionally just pray a bubble around her.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's great too, to visualize it actually,
yeah,
that energy around her.
there's something to this as well, Ashley. I feel like, I don't know if it's you personally or someone that is in your family, that if as I tell you, as Mark and I are telling you these, that she's sensitive to the energy, she reacts strongly, because of that, to when you go take her out and about, and creates these anxieties. There's someone, either you are recognizing this in yourself as well, and so I would, or you see someone in your life and recognize these symptoms in them as well. And so you can help direct either yourself or them in regards to being an empath and understanding what that means, and working with it and making it. And so instead of it being overwhelming to you, it actually it turns into empowering yourself. So I do want to, I felt like I needed to pass that on this as well. All right. Well, blessings to you, Ashley. I hope these things are helpful. And Sharon, hi, Sharon Sipe. Your gift was supposed to go in the mail today, but apparently there's no mail today.
Yeah.
On Labor Day, so it'll be in the mailbox tomorrow. Sorry it took me so long. I am over my COVID thing, haze, and all that. No, anyway, I know it's late, but Ashley says I can see that. These are great suggestions. Thank you. Okay, awesome. All right. Anyways, Sharon, be looking for that by next week. It should be to you, but it'll be in the mailbox tomorrow.
Yeah, and I'm in an antibiotics haze, and I'm way behind on answering emails and stuff. So just take a breath.
Oh, the antibiotic haze.
I will be responding, but I am really in like a weird haze of weirdness. Okay.
And I wanted to say hi to Tarot Ask Backwards and Viviani, and to everyone. Good to see you all. And I wanted to say thank you to Ness for your donation. I just saw come through. Thank you for that support and shared energy, should I say. Okay. So Marianne, if you're in here, please let us know again. All right, Peggy. Yay. Hello. My Priscilla had cancer and was the sweetest little Dutch hound ever. She and my mother were so bonded. My mother passed almost 2 years ago. Are she and my mother happy and reunited? When did Priscilla pass? be curious.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ness.
After mom, I feel like, but I feel like they were. What was it, like a year later or something? Anyway.
Okay, so you know this story.
No, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I was just talking out loud. About 4 years ago. Okay. So
A couple
puppy
of years
passed
before mom.
first,
Okay.
and then mom passed.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Second. Priscilla and mom. Okay, so your mom's here. But she has not only Priscilla, there's other animals also. I mean, I feel like she has Priscilla in her lap or whatever, but I feel like there's other animals around her as well. So maybe these are childhood animals or something. But anyway, she's surrounded. Okay. Okay, so Priscilla's showing the licking of her face. You know what I mean? That kissing with your mom. And yeah, that connection.
There's Marianne. She had a computer. Something.
Oh, okay. All right, Marianne, you'll be next. Okay, what else? Okay, so she's also showing me, Priscilla is showing me not like even while in spirit, it was like she didn't leave your mother. She didn't leave your mom. She's just kind of showing me always with her kind of head on her lap type of situation, even in spirit before your mom passed. She's showing that connection was never broken. Okay.
Okay, the cat in your picture, even though it says the car in your Onkikur, passed right after your mom. Okay, so that
was a liquor. Had to keep her mouth closed.
Izzy. I'm a really good interpreter of computer writing.
Yeah.
Well, I drew a few cards. She was right there, Priscilla, to greet her. Like, I mean, I could see her running, lick 'em ups. Yay, I'm right here to greet you. And it really, your mom's spirit just jumped with joy. It was like this, like the way they would greet each other on the earth plane. It was like that. Lots of loving, lickings. Oh, you said on there she liked to lick a lot. Mm-hmm. Yeah, big lickums. But it was like satisfied. Like mom felt that made mom happy. Or like I think she might have even looked forward to it in a way, or hoped that Priscilla would be there. And so it was very content, satisfying meeting and greeting. And I think they're still together. Boundaries, stay in your own boundary, stay in your own what? Lane or whatever. So they're both up there still. I can't read without my glasses. Oh, your own business. Yeah. So they're still hanging up there in heaven, I feel, together. There they are behind the fence. And again, just one more rest, take a time out. So they're on the other side together, I think, hanging out. I don't think, like as soon as you talk about kitty cat, that there's just not the one animal. I feel like there's more than one. Mm-hmm. But in particular, Priscilla is like right with her, I think. Yeah. It makes your mom happy, though. I'll say that part. It's like I think she really liked dogs and animals. And I think it made heaven a nicer place when she realized, oh, there's Priscilla. Yay.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Mm-hmm.
nice. Mm.
And that connection is there. Look at her, that cat. Yeah,
Oh,
intimacy. So
yeah.
very cute. But yes, Peggy just is such a wonderful feeling. I can't tell you the energy that she brought in that to that your mom wanted me to feel with this. It was just incredible, just beautiful, angelic. But giving you a big hug. I'm sorry for all your losses in just such a short time.
Yeah.
But they are doing well.
Chrissy was 2 pounds when we got her, and for a long time her low paws didn't touch the floor.
Oh,
2 pounds. That's so tiny.
holy cow.
Little dachshund. How cute.
All right, Marianne, here we have I'm glad you got the computer glitches fixed. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Mercury in retrograde, right?
Yeah.
The week before my Izzy pug crossed, I took her to the country for a bit of nature. But the whole week she would just stare at me. When I would go to her to comfort her, she would run away. Why? That was 2 years ago, and it still makes me sad. Did she not want to be there? Miss her terribly. All right.
Yeah. Well, she was preparing to transition.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
And it was a little bit more about the transition process than about you in particular. She loved you the same always. That behavior wasn't necessarily about you. It was more about preparation to transition. And I don't know. So in some ways, I'm hearing like, try not to avoid grounding. She didn't want to stop the transition. So in some ways, um, it felt better just to focus on her own kind of, and this process was the focus. It was like the number one focus is what I'm hearing. Like just the process of preparing was what was most on her mind and her attention. Now, it was fine to go out in nature. She liked all that. She liked all the time with you, but sometimes her attention was on that. Is what I'm hearing.
I'm also with you, Mark, on that. She's also saying that she was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
And she was telling, and she was also kind of preparing you for her going. That the action of kind of moving away from you when you would go to to comfort her, it was kind of like preparing you as well. It was the way she could tell you, I'm leaving, and I know it didn't feel that right but that's what she's saying here.
And that stare, even though she was focusing on the transition, it was just also this energy of love towards you. There was that, that's what I'm going to miss kind of a thing as I transition, and just kind of not getting enough of you and her gaze, and just focusing on you. You were the thing. So even though it might have looked a little vacant because it was, distracted, but also it's just this loving, giving you all this love, and also trying to tell you that I'm preparing to transition. And that can be hard to do, with humans too. They might know, they feel like they're going, but it can be hard to communicate that.
She's
So
she's also showing me in that stare type when you had the staring thing that she was sending you, literally connecting into you like vibes. She's sending the vibes. So that she was communicating to you.
Yep, I think that's true too. Because she's saying like the stare was meant for you. I was staring at you,
right?
Because
right.
I love you, and I was sending this loving message your way. It's also like that. Don't worry about me. I'll be okay, and preparing you.
Yeah, precious girl.
And sometimes when they're in that process, they just need to be alone. Some of the time, like I watched a couple minutes of Olive, and why can't I think of his name?
Cat Peters.
Yes, Cash. God bless America. Penicillin brain. He was saying, like some of you guys said, she wants to hide and she's been going under the dresser. Because sometimes that's part of that. They just they have to kind of go alone and focus a little bit. So I think that's part of what they do. I've seen it so many times with the zoo animals and also pets, that it seems to be part of that process of preparing to lift out of the body.
Yeah.
And I think they have to sort of separate a little bit from their bestest, loveliest person, because that helps them to detach. They have to be able to detach from the body. And I think sometimes they choose to separate physically because it helps in that process.
Yes, and that's similar to her what she was showing me.
Yeah.
Her preparing you for her
Yeah.
heading on to the other side, Marianne. But she loves you. She loved her time with you. She would come back to you. Yeah, I think it's important that you know that, how much she loves you. Yeah. Okay. Giving you a big hug, Marianne. Okay.
Izzy.
Yeah. Okay, Pamela.
Kasanovich. Could you tell me what is causing my dog Buster to bark in the evening and at night? What's bothering him? Buster.
Pamela, when did this start? Like, has it been recent? Tara asked backwards. Mark, oh my God, my father did everything you just said. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. My mom did that too. Like, she made sure we all left the hospital, and then she passed. She didn't know I was coming right straight back, so I got there as they were trying to revive her. But she purposely wanted us to go, so I think it make it easier for her to transition.
Recently, after dude bit him last weekend.
Recently.
So I thought.
Okay, after dude bit him last weekend. Yeah. Yeah, because it's something new. Who's dude? Is that another dog?
Yeah, this feels very recent. It's not going to go on, but so they keep showing me the moon as well. So and this is new to me, Pamela. And I tell you what, I just have to go with what my guides are showing me and telling me in regards to this. But with this full blue moon, and you know how that energy pushes on us as people, it does the same with our animals. And so, so you would have seen that activity become stronger during this moon phase and planets phase. So Buster is very reactive to the energies of the planetary system and especially the moon. And so you're going to see a little bit more of this activity, especially at night, when the sun goes down. and the shadows are in place. Does that make sense? So this is all somehow, but I do feel that it's not a forever thing. I keep saying he's barking at the moon. Well, there you go. It's the energies that are pushing on him. Oh, look at that.
Oh, I love that. Yeah. He's also kind of wanting you to know that, because I feel like he's kind of the boss a little bit, more so than Dude, maybe. I don't know. But sort of stating how much of a protector he is and a watcher and keeping things at bay, you know. He and Dude are still are having a little something between them. I don't know.
I definitely would talk to Pamela, have a little meeting, a little family meeting here time, and let him know that everything is okay, and the shadows aren't gonna get him.
Yeah.
But it did, with this incident, it did throw him off a little bit. But the energies of the moon have kind of pushed him as well. So it's kind of like it's time to redirect him. So redirect him so it doesn't become a habit, right? So when you have small children, a small child, and let's say they start going like this a lot because their nose itches, but then it becomes a habit, a nervous habit, even though their nose is not itching, and you can tell they're just going to do it when they get a little nervous. So it's time to redirect, is what I'm hearing. Go ahead and redirect.
Is there a guy in the house with you? I don't know you. I'm happy to meet you. But I don't know if you have a husband or a partner or a boyfriend or a son. I'm just wondering if there's a guy around. For some reason, they're kind of keep saying that to me. So I'm just curious. Yes, your husband. Has your husband's routine changed in any way or something? Somehow he's talking about your husband. And I don't know why he's bringing it up, but um, it's a little bit related to that. Do one of the dogs kind of hang out more with you and the other one hangs out more with him? Because, he keeps talking about this little thing that was with Dude and something about your husband. So at first my thought would be that somehow something changed with your husband, either his routine or his health, something like that.
I'm watching the chat here.
Now who's calling me?
Oh, that is hilarious.
That's my cell phone this time. Anyway, for some reason he's bringing that up, that in somehow he's part of it is a demonstration for, I'm going to say, Dad. Okay. New bed.
New bed. Dogs sleep together with him. Buster hangs with me. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, something about that. Yeah, I got that they split up. Something about the way Diggs, they had that little incident, and it's still kind of, there's a little bit left over in it. And he's kind of talking about it or saying, and furthermore, and also, and just trying to get rebalanced after that little incident. But it does have to do with your husband, and that you might understand better. But I think I might need to know what caused that biting incident or whatever. But he's sort of a little bit mad at hubby and dog, a little bit still. There's a little bit left over in that. So I don't know why I brought that up, but they wouldn't let me go without bringing up the man in the house. So anyway.
Buster was traumatized, very shaken and weird ever since. Yeah. So he's still carrying that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he don't like it. And yeah. So I would say Dad needs to give him some loving, because Buster don't feel like he did anything. He feels like that wasn't nice. And what happened?
What happened? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't really my fault either. So anyway, okay. Well, I'm glad you said that. That he's been weird ever since, and that was a weird thing because that's kind of what he wouldn't let me not talk about a little bit there. So it is related to that a little bit, and also what Debbie's saying, both.
There's a combo going on here.
Yeah, because a lot of times they'll go at it from opposite ends with us. Like she'll go one direction, but they're interrelated.
It's all part of this whole picture.
And I was ready to move on to just like going, well, wait a minute, you didn't talk about the guy. And so anyway, that's funny the way they do that. But he's gonna get better. It's like a little bit residual. I would tell him though that he's a good boy and that he didn't really, because he feels like he didn't cause anything. He feels a little bit like something was unfair in that situation.
Aww.
So tell him he's a good boy. He didn't do anything.
And hi, Starseed Awakening 1111 is in the house. Welcome. You have a cat in the kitchen looking for food.
Yep, she's just talking all of a sudden. Hi, Pippa. What's the matter?
She was jumping. She jumped down from the counter.
Come in here if you want to. She likes to sit in here usually.
Pippa, we're on a live stream. Come hang with us.
Well, the other thing, I told you she started going outside, and so whenever she comes in, she has to tell me about it for like 10 minutes about her picture.
Okay.
I was outside. I was outside.
Well, I hope she didn't leave anything special on the counter for you.
Yeah. Well, somebody threw up on the counter today already.
Okay.
So that might have been her.
That might have been her, and she was looking, leaving her throw up for later.
I'll tell you a cute thing. Buttercup's been doing this noodle thing with me. It reminds me of that first reading we did, where if I'm laying on the couch on the pillow, she'll get up on the pillow and then she very sweetly lays her cheek against my cheek, and then just lays there all sweet, but she has to press it up against my cheek. It's sweet. I can't stand it. It's so cute, little puppy.
I love when. All right, Karen. Do you think cat trouble? I'm looking for my dad. Will we get, or should I keep looking? Will he be a good match? Lap cat.
Do you think?
Okay, so Karen's looking, remember, for her dad who's 100 years old.
Yeah.
And for those of you who are watching, that's the true age. I'm not making that up.
Yeah. She sent me a picture of him too, and you would have never thought.
Never, you guys, never. There's no, I'm
going, that can't be true because he looks so young and spry and everything. I'm going, what? Love it, Karen. I hope I'm in that shape as I move along. All right. Yeah, and so you found the new little kitten right away, like immediately. I saw. But again, guys, I'm a little behind on things. It doesn't mean I didn't read it. I just haven't responded to everything. But let's see about this kitten. So you're asking about that little kitten.
And when you say little kitten, like, what are you talking about, Mark?
Yeah, I don't think it's a kitten. Did you send me a picture of it, Karen? Let me look real quick. Mayhaps. See, I found this kitty. Let me see a picture. Oh. Well, of course, now that I've seen its picture. No, it's not a little kitten.
Okay.
But she's cute as well.
Because when I looked into the energy, it didn't look like a little kitten on its lap.
No.
I feel good about it, though, Karen. I do feel
me
good.
too.
I feel really good about this one. I'm getting the chills all about it.
She's young, but she's not a kitten. And she's cute as a bug. Yeah, he's 2 or 3. Right. Well, when we talked before with the kitty that passed, of course, I can't think of her name right now. Remember how she was just insistent that there wasn't going to be a big time period?
There wasn't, yeah.
Just going to immediately fill that vacancy, and she just kept talking about that a lot. I do remember. Oh yeah, Rain. And I just remember Rain saying, "Yeah, this isn't going to be. We don't want a big." Remember, she just kept saying, "No, I want another cat in that place." And even when you say, "Well, Dad's 100," I'm going, "Well, she don't really care." She still says, "Yeah, I want another kitty cat to take my place." And so I'm not that surprised that you immediately came across one.
I'm not either. And receive this gift. It is bringing wholeness to what you are hoping for. I really feel. What's the cat? Is it cat's name Velcro, or is the lap cat you want it to be Velcro?
Oh yeah.
I couldn't understand. Yeah. Anyway,
well, those couldn't be the more perfect card.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah. Whatever. And just to step in there, kind of stepping in for Rain. And remember how insistent? Well, I do, because they're always different. But she made such an impression about how I don't want. You're saying, well, Dad doesn't really. She's like, no, he needs to have another kitty cat. And so, and then when I looked at the cat's picture, because you did send it to me, how could you resist? He's very cute.
Yeah.
And that picture makes me feel like,
The cat's name is Trouble. Want him to be Velcro lap cat.
Cat's name is Trouble.
I would rename that cat.
He don't look like Trouble. His face looks so cute and sweet. Trouble.
Yeah. Rename that.
He's got
give me a big hug, Karen. This is good. All right.
He looks a little bit like your cat.
Oh.
That kind. And he's got little hair. Cute little poofs on his lips, like those little fat.
Oh.
Little far cute. Yeah, I'm going to say go for it. Oh, you put some on Facebook too? Yeah, I looked at the ones of him on that you sent me an email. Is he close to you? Anyway, I'd pursue it. Yeah. Okay.
Love Bug. Yeah, name him Love Bug. I like that, Karen.
Love Bug.
Love Bug is good.
Yeah. Love Bug.
Okay. Let's see. Lady Lo-Fi. Hello. If I move back to Dakota County next year, will I be able to see the wild turkeys in the area again? I miss them. Thank you. Wild turkeys. Wild turkeys.
Oh, yeah, it's in the same town as Dad. Yeah, I think that's it, Karen. Okay. I'm sorry, I get distracted by comments. Okay.
Okay. Wild turkeys.
Yeah, I think they're still there.
Yeah, I do too. I feel like you have other animal life as well. They're showing me it's kind of one of those things, but do you get deer there as well or something? But I do see the wild turkeys. That'll be so you can get back into that energy with them.
They also say, this is an old trick I learned, to make an appointment with them. So, sit down quietly and say, I would start it telling them how much you love them and you love seeing them and you've missed them and you'd really like to see them again. And would they make an appointment to come visit you? And they will. Just make that kind of, I'd love for you to, when it's all safe for everyone, that you would make an appearance so I can see you again. Because they feel like they would.
And she said, yes, occasionally we will see deer. Yeah, I'm because I do see deer as well. So it's kind of more deer than usual, I think. But anyway, yeah. I love the wild turkey energy. They always made me laugh and brighten my day. Yes, so be prepared. They love you too.
Yeah.
Yep. Your cup is going to be overflowing.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, they're going to be attracted to you. They like people that like them, so I think they'll make themselves known to you. And you're going to see them around where you're moving. I think they're there anyway. There might not be as many as before, but still, Oh, you live in the city now? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I get it. Because when I moved back to Kentucky from LA, that was really my favorite part, is that there's just a lot more nature. Trees, animals. Caught a baby possum in my front yard 2 days ago. Very cute.
Okay. Book Bewitched. And let's see how we can get through this one. This might be the last one, but last question we can get to today. Book Bewitched. Okay. How can I sync with my Zelda moon? She taps me with her paw on her way by. Every 5 minutes will lay on my lap for a little bit. We are both Cancer, both empaths. I'm medically fragile, always home. I ache to hold and cuddle. How can I get there? Thank you. Okay. We'll go back to here and let's take a look with Zelda Moon.
I know a drag queen named Zelda Moon.
Oh, that's cool.
There's that.
There's that. That's a great name for her.
Yeah. Zelda's pretty independent. She's like goes from one thing to the next, sort of. Active, like a little active mind. So it's like she can't quite lay there very long because there's always something else that she sees or wants to do or something. Okay.
So they're showing me this exercise to do when you do have her on your lap for a little bit, for those few moments. I want you to go ahead and close your eyes, and I want you to push your aura field out. I want you to push your aura field out and visualize it connecting into hers and intermingling, and just kind of like almost over and enveloping her with your aura, and create a space for her in those moments she's on your lap, and just send love and light to her in those moments. And every time she sits on you, do that, and see if that makes a change. See if that brings a shift for you guys.
And sit quietly down and talk to her. When I say that, I'm usually, the pet isn't necessarily there with me when I'm doing it. I'm just sitting quietly by myself, but my focus is I'm communicating with whichever one it is. And, state how much that makes you happy and how that really lifts you up and how you really like that a lot, and wondering if she might be able to do that more. It's her choice, But you're kind of saying, but I really like it when you do that, and I wonder if you might be able to do it more. I think she will, and as time goes on, she is going to do it more. She has a lot of that frisky, little time to play, like that little attention. I like that she does a drive-by and taps you with her paw, just to let you know that, hi there, my buddy. And she is connected. But she's going to it's going to happen. It's this persistent state of the course. So it's going to be happening more and more and for longer periods of time. She has that old, not all cats are like this, but a lot, that old aloofness, or I have my own plans, my own life, my own routines. And I was so kind to give you a little tap on the leg as I ran past. But I'm busy. I'm a busy kitty. She kind of has that energy. But I think if you tell her that, she will she will give you more time in your lap. She might go, I'd rather be frisky, but okay, I'll do it. I can already feel she will. But just ask her, I know that sometimes sounds weird, but just in your mind, it's like you're talking with your mind, but you're talking like you would to a person, in your mind, and get your point across, speak from your heart. And I always leave it up to them ultimately. So I'm requesting, Meriwether, I'd like it a lot if you would not catch snakes and bring them in. That would be my request. It would make me happier, but I know you're you. And then she thinks about it and goes, okay. I will, if that makes the family happier, I guess. I'm an expert snake catcher. I think I'm pretty good. Then she decides to do it less. So I always kind of because it's their choice, just like our choice.
Yeah.
Leave it up to their choice, but she's going to choose to sit with you. She
Yeah.
doesn't really get that's as powerful for you as it is, so just let her know that. Oh yeah. See, yeah, I like that.
Yeah, she knows her job with you. She takes it serious, Book. Yeah.
That little tap with the ball
I
says
love
a
that.
lot about her, though.
It really does.
I'm with you. I'm always with you. And there you are. You're my buddy bud. But yeah, she's gonna want to start laying with you a little bit more.
I see you, Alaskas. Karen Conroy, thank you so much. Blessings to you. Thank you for sharing that. Okay.
Thanks, Karen.
All right. Well, we have 2 minutes. We have time for another one. So that's great. That worked. Okay.
A lot of people brought questions in there towards the end. So, of course, we won't get all of you.
This is more of a question that could help everyone. So we're going to go ahead and do that one. It's not like it's not a psychic question.
Okay.
But she got a kitten, named her River. I was told she was 10 weeks old, but she's really 4 weeks, you guys. Will that affect her taking her so young? So what? So I know a lot of people in the chat will be able to help with this as well, but I do know there is there are some a little bit more challenges when you take a kitten before that mark. But Mark, do you?
Well, give her loving, a lot, because she's a little tiny baby. Nutritionally, she might need a little extra, like vitamins or minerals. So, give her food that's made for babies, for one thing. And I don't know, I might give her a little bit of milk formula for maybe like a week, because they kind of pulled her before she was naturally weaned. I think little River would have probably still nursed a little bit more.
She has one dog, you guys. She doesn't have any other cats. And when I say dog, I mean big, huge bear.
Yeah.
Bear of a dog.
He's
So
gonna
yeah, I feel like more affection. She's going to need more affection, um, like over time if you can.
And holding her a lot, carrying her around.
Put
You
her
might
on
wear
your
a shirt,
shoulder, whatever
yeah,
you
a
always
shirt with a
on
big
you will be.
pocket or something, where she's just with you quite a bit when she's this little, because she would hang with Mama.
You can even make or get one of those from the thrift store, a baby carrier, but put the cat in there so you can carry her around on your body.
Yeah.
She'll like that. Those are things I'm being shown, like in the spirit, because I have no idea.
Yeah. No, I agree with all that. Like I do get like holding her close, or holding her a lot, letting her sleep in your lap, so that like you're like her mommy.
Yeah,
She's gonna be fine though. I
she's
feel
gonna
like
be.
the dog's gonna like her actually. Um, he's gonna try to raise her. I feel like he's gonna be like a surrogate,
Yeah,
parent too once we get everything settled. But she's gonna be okay. She got quite a bit of what she needed. They just pulled her a little too early. So if she still wants to suck from a bottle, uh, maybe give her like 1 week's worth of formula just to make sure she's got a lot of minerals and vitamins. Yes, and IM's kitten food and all that, because we're just looking at making sure she's getting all the beginning nutrition.
okay. She's hearing us. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect, Karen. Hugging you
Kitten
and
sling.
your new little baby. A kitten sling. Yeah, literally. Put her in. Get one of those little ones that wrap around you that they put babies in. Anyway, okay. I do want Michelle L popped in, and she writes a column for kids column.
Oh.
And so can you put the link in here, Michelle, for people if they want to be a part of that, to read your column. Michelle is from Australia, and she writes. She's
Articus loves her. Yeah, I knew that. I love that you wrote that on there because I could already see that he loved her immediately.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. He's going to adopt her. Yep.
And you can get those, Karen, on Starseed on, you can get them like on eBay or at a thrift store for much cheaper than brand new. So
what, a kitty sling?
A baby sling
one of those,
that you put the kittens in.
Or you
Yeah.
could probably use a scarf in Taiwan, maybe.
Okay, so I don't see Michelle writing her thing here, but we are at the end of the show, you guys, and I know there's a lot of questions. Come in early next time, because we are gonna stick to this hour time. It helps us, because once we get into that hour and a half, we have other things to do during the day, but it can get it's a lot. So that's all I'm gonna say. And thank you for understanding. And I just want to hug all y'all who gave that extra donations today. Appreciate that shared energy. So blessings to you. And thank you to all the moderators, Sharon Sipe and Gina. Thank you so much for all that you do to support the community, the family here. So blessings to you. It was so good to see you all. And thank you so much for loving the fur family. That's why we do this, is to hang with you guys, because you are all special angels. So blessings and hugs to you all. And we'll see you all next week on Mark's channel.
Yep. Thank you, guys. I love reading all your comments, and I'm sorry we missed your questions. I see them, but we just can't possibly get to them. But I'm so happy you're here and that you're bringing them to us anyway.
Yep. Hugging you all. See you all next time. Have a good rest of your week. Rebecca, thank you. Blessings to you.